Equal. Equal.
You're tuned in to your group chat convos, episode 26,
27.
27, episode 27 coming your way. Before we get into anything, please make sure you like and subscribe.
Please.
Helps us out a lot. You can find us on all social media platforms, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can find us anywhere, everywhere. Just look up the name, Group Chat Conversations.
Yes, sir.
But I'm here joined with Ethan.
Yes,
new
sir.
guest.
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up?
How you living, Ethan?
Good, bro. How you been?
Good to have you on.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Sir.
Yeah, man. Me and Ethan go way back, like talking second grade.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Way first grade. Like we used to get
Buck
into
tooth.
crazy shit.
Yeah, we got
Facts.
some little badass kids.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I met this nigga on the bus. I called him out. He was in my class first day of school when I moved up here. Called him out on the bus. I was like, "Hey, yo, you in my class? Come sit with me." Ever
Straight
since
like
then,
that.
Where'd you move from?
Fucking Shelby, North Carolina, bro.
Okay.
Word.
Bottom.
Was it a big difference?
Hell yeah.
You noticed even in second grade?
Oh yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, we were young, but shit, I just like the environment up here. It was
Yeah.
a lot different from them Shelby shit. Everybody know each other.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get away from nobody in there.
Fuck that.
Fuck it.
Bro, there was something I was thinking. I was gonna say something on here for our childhood memory. I forgot. Oh, this one it came right back to me. What is it? You when the new NCAA game drops, you definitely got to get the work like I used to give you back in the day.
He never gave me
Bro,
the work.
remember the last game that was made? Was it? It was 14.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
14.
NCAA 14.
Bro, we grinded that shit so much, bro.
We play Road to Glory. Pat,
Bro.
look, he get 1 quarter, I get 1 quarter.
We would
If I
go
ain't
insane.
scoring one drive, he was trying to get it on the next. I'm like, bruh.
Bro, we be at each other next. You ain't scored a touchdown that drive. We be trying to get 10 touchdowns, like
Yeah,
You know,
Road to Glory.
it's
That shit
little
was
jits.
competitive.
win the
though.
Heisman.
I ain't gonna lie. I believe you though, Ethan, because that nigga Eli suck at Madden.
Yeah, he sucks at
Telling
that.
you, look, he might can get you in like 2K or some shit every once in a while.
Yeah.
He be getting that
Not
bullshit
no
on
Madden.
2K.
He's trash at Madden, bro.
He ain't no good
Bro,
at Madden, bro.
Didn't you lose a rack to me?
You lost the rack to me.
No, you lost
I did
a rack
lose a
to
rack
me.
to you.
A rack?
Yeah.
It's funny because this nigga Eli will blame it on him not being able to see.
I can't. You act like that's not a viable excuse.
Get closer to the TV,
Nigga.
nigga. We'll
That
be
damages
playing.
your eyes
Look,
more.
the TV pretty big though. I ain't
Nigga,
gonna
it's
lie.
a 60-inch TV we be
TV
playing on,
pretty big.
and this
G.
nigga.
That sound like an excuse.
You need to get glasses.
That's not an excuse. I do need to get glasses.
or contacts or something. Bro.
I do.
How do you drive at night?
It's very hard. I try to I try
You
to
gotta ma-
avoid it.
You gotta make it back home, bro.
No, that's a fact. I say a prayer before I get in the car every day.
Is it something about you getting glasses? Like, do you just not want to get them, or you just like be scared to go
So
to
we're
the eye
diving
doctor?
into this. This was one of the topics we
Look,
went over.
look, he
in
made-
one episode.
Look, he made fun of people with glasses all his life. Now he gotta get them.
Yeah, that's what it
I
is.
did.
That's what it is.
First thing, 4 eyes. every,
eyes.
every single
it's gonna
time.
be your ass and
I
thick
take it-
ass
I
bifocals
take it
on.
with pride. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying.
I
But-
mean,
Oh,
shit,
go ahead.
I'm supposed to wear glasses, but fuck it.
What is it? So Ethan, he's very big supporter, and we gave him a list of things probably coming to where he can talk about. We can talk about, chop it up with, and as if y'all watched episode 25, y'all see we did top 3 most hated. We also did it on the most previous podcast with Chase, top 3 most hated. So it's only right. Ethan pondered up some things, and he got a list of his top 3 most hated things.
Yeah, I'd probably say number 1, probably going to somebody's house. You know, you ask for a drink, they just say, yeah, just go help yourself. Like, where the fuck the cups are? You expect me to know where the cups are? Like, go get me a drink, please.
So do you, or not to cut you off, but so do you find it like more rude than?
Yeah, it is more rude because,
It
like,
is.
you supposed to give good hospitality when I come over. So
Yeah,
like when I come
yeah.
over, you ask me, do I want to drink? I say yeah. You just automatically assume I know where the fuck to go. I don't know where to go.
Hey, and it's worse when you're at like somebody's house where they live with their family.
Oh,
now-
right. Like now I don't want to go downstairs. Like your grandpa's downstairs, butt ass naked. Like I don't want to see him in his fucking drawers.
You in the kitchen, all you feel is a pair of eyes on your back.
Right.
I
Like
know
who the
this
fuck in my refrigerator? I'm sorry, they just told me to help myself. Fuck.
That's a good one. That's a
That
good
is
one.
a good one. I
You
feel like
got-
everyone can relate to that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
facts.
definitely.
Facts. But my second, I guess people who post hella, like you post 6 posts a week. Your life's not that interesting. It can't be.
Like people who just post their whole life on social
yeah,
media.
right. Like I mean, like it's
Yeah.
cool to like post on social media. Like I have no problem. I post on social media, but like you literally post your everyday life on social media all day. Like
Yeah, like
you have no life at that point. You're living for social media.
Yep.
Yeah.
niggas posting when they going to work.
Right,
Nigga,
like
everybody going to
look,
work.
clocked in. Look, we don't need to know you're at
You're
work.
an
bro.
adult, bro. I'm glad you made it
Welcome to the
work.
real world.
Exactly.
The fuck?
Literally.
You want an award? Nigga, I go to work every day.
That shit is funny. And honestly, like, you know, getting into making content, you know, doing the podcast, you know, I make workout content. Shout out 1% Better.
Yes,
1%
sir.
better.
Bro, honestly, I feel it's draining posting all the time.
Oh yeah, dude.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
have you ever felt that, like Stony Mountain pushing out content or making
No.
content?
Not for Stony Mountain because we know how that feels to try to push content.
Yeah.
So like, we're not even in that direction, but yeah, like completely. You know, like even sometimes whenever we post reels for group chat convos, shout out to you guys who watch the reels. You know,
Yeah.
watch
Big shout
Thank
out.
you.
everything.
Facts.
Big shout
We
out.
try our best to do those for y'all. So we hope you guys enjoy those.
Exactly.
But yeah, like even for those reels, sometimes I'll be like, damn, like, are you posting too much? But nah, like certain instances you can
I guess
post,
yeah,
you know?
get at the
Yeah.
people, but like
Exactly.
if
But
it's
it's
just
like if you're doing like, you know, if you're like in your house with your fucking feet up and you post another one with your dog and then you post another one with what movie you're
it's
watching,
no need to do all
it's
that.
just repetitive.
And it's
Facts.
crazy.
A lot of people do that.
But if you're promoting your business, I'm sorry.
Oh,
bro,
no, go
but
ahead,
If
go
you
ahead.
definitely promote your business, please,
Yeah.
by all means,
Oh, yeah.
promote that
Every
shit.
day.
Get it out there.
Yeah,
Get it in
that's-
everybody's face.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Other than that,
that's cool, but it's like, you know, with us, you know, having, you know, group chat convos, Instagram, Tyler, you got Stony Mountain,
Yep.
you know, Eli, you got your workout videos. It's like for the amount of posting that we do, you know, we try to stay consistent, you know,
Yep.
post every day, you know, 5 days, 6 days out of the week. It's like for somebody to make 6 posts, 7 posts, even 5
On
posts,
each
A day.
like Snapchat, Instagram
Right.
story, like
and it's just so they're it's just of what they're doing throughout the day. Like,
yeah.
yo, you've got to be on social media if they're posting that much.
that's a
imagine-
disease, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
And
that's
I-
a disease.
and I
live
hate-
on social media.
And part of me like loves it, you know, for like, you know, pushing content like this, you know, like cool, fun content. But like whenever, you know, you have like a girl who's posting like her ass and she can post it on like her Instagram story, her Facebook story. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Nah.
like, oh my God. Like I just saw this
Yeah.
Right.
earlier
Hey,
on
y'all
social
don't-
media. Like
I see it on.
I just don't get
everything,
that.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see it with pretty much damn near every girl, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie, I fall victim to it. Like, you know, you see it on Snapchat. Like, you be like,
Yeah.
damn, but like, I'm not finna pay for no pussy. I'm not finna pay to see no ass. Like that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I'm not finna pay to see what every other nigga seeing. you
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
But shout out
Yeah.
to all the hustling ladies that are doing
I mean,
that.
facts like get your bread, but like,
Yeah.
And I
I-
mean,
I'm not doing it.
Nah.
I'm not doing
It's different doing it for OnlyFans, you know, if they're getting money off that. But if you're talking about just,
just the
just-
girls
just
that
free will
just
posting?
feel like
Nah.
Yeah.
you know they're the
it.
shit
Nah,
or
don't do
something.
that.
Yeah, but bro, yeah, that because tell me if y'all feel this way, bro. Honestly, after like I've sat there, put a reel together, because you know those reels might be 20 seconds. Trust me, it take like an hour or longer to make.
yeah,
But
Type shit.
have y'all felt like you put one together and then you get it on social media? It's like I don't even want to fucking look at social media.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just want to put my phone down. Like I don't want to be near it. Nothing.
you get the post up, and then you know,
It's like get this out of my face.
Yeah.
Like
And then
Yep.
20 minutes later, you see all these fucking likes. And you're
Yeah.
just like,
hell
oh,
yeah, it's worth
thank,
it.
thank goodness I did it.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's good to be off social media because I mean, I don't really like social media, but I'm on it just because I
Mhm.
mean that's the time I grew up in. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you
I-
completely on that.
I wish that it probably wasn't no social media to be
Yeah.
honest. But I mean, like you wouldn't be able to promote shit that you
Exactly.
doing. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing all at the same
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, it's
And-
2022. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
It's 2022, so like definitely like it's the age of like digital like marketing.
Yeah.
You know, just like everything's digital. Like I know people who, oh shit, Eli, you might have paid for like a Stony Mountain shirt through Apple Pay, which is like you don't have to put your card information in. It's not
Yeah.
physical. You just
Sorry on your
it's
phone.
straight through, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, we don't have to put on billboards. We could, but we don't have to put on like billboards or like advertise through like the newspaper.
Yeah.
We could, but
Yep.
that's
Go
just
up to
old
the
school.
radio,
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
listen to our podcast.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
You know,
I
It's
just feel like, not to cut you
Yeah,
off,
go
I
ahead.
apologize.
No, go ahead.
Social media is just, it's not, and we can definitely get in this conversation a lot later because
Yeah.
it's definitely something we want to talk about
Exactly.
today. But I feel like people don't look at it as they should, as like it can be just as bad for you as people claim smoking weed is, as
Exactly.
drinking,
Yeah.
as any bad habit.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you do whatever the fuck it is. Even me, fitness. I got into an unhealthy habit of doing it so much to where it fucking hurt me.
Yeah.
It's like, anything you do anything so much, I feel like it will have its bad
Yeah.
Yeah.
bad ways will come out, will manifest
Oh yeah.
if you abuse it.
Yeah.
And that's with anything.
And with social media, it's just like you have to take those breaks. You
You
have to
absolutely
you have to be like, I'm not gonna just get on social media. I'm not saying you have to take a whole week, a whole month, but it's like throughout your daily life, like every day you have to take the time where like I don't need to get on social media. Like I'll give a good example. I just got back from Florida. Like I probably was on social media. I was there for what, 4 days? Yeah, like
Four.
Yeah, I was there for 4 days, and that I probably spent like out of those 4 days, probably like 10 hours max on social media between the 4 days, maybe even less. Cause it's like I'm on vacation. I don't even need. I don't
You're
even think.
staying in the present.
Yeah, like I'm living. I don't even think I made a post that I was out there in Florida because it's just it just wasn't really didn't matter to me, and I just wasn't trying to be on social media. I'm on vacation. I'm trying to be out doing stuff.
Enjoying that shit.
Yeah. I don't.
And
I love doing that.
Yeah.
I'm the type of guy that like want to just like take hella pictures just for myself.
Yeah,
Like me
yeah.
and my girl
Yeah.
just by ourselves and just like have it to cherish instead of like posting on social media. Part of me is like, okay, why am I posting this? Like,
But
it's not for like gratification.
it's
That's-
kind of
that's
looking for like
crazy.
clarity or like
Yeah.
justification in other people in a way, but
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
because you
Absolutely.
want people to, I guess, like be like, oh yeah, he living type shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it don't fucking matter.
Yeah,
like,
It don't.
That's
Exactly.
crazy. I'll
None
say
of
that
that shit
because
matters.
literally, like, I've done it a lot here recently. Like, I've been like trying to do it every single time I make a post. I literally ask myself, I'm like, why am I making this post?
Mhm.
And sometimes those answers will be for like answers that I don't like. Oh, so you are doing this because you want validation out of other people. So you're using this in the wrong purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't need to post this. Like I've had that consciousness and what's the words I'm trying to use? Just like clarity.
Yeah.
I that's how I try to like
Mhm.
post from
Yeah.
now on. Like whenever I'm posting, I'm like, what's the reason I actually want this out here? Is it to promote a podcast when I repost podcast stuff? Or if it's me, do I want to get a certain person's attention? Am I actually trying to motivate someone off of my
Yeah.
workout? Where am I doing this because I want girls, or am I
Exactly.
doing this because I actually want to make an impact
Yeah.
on the world
Yeah.
and change someone's view? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, by all means, if you want to post every day,
Yeah,
go
do
ahead.
you.
Everybody can do what they want to do, but it's like I might make a post 9 times out of 10. I might be making that post just because I just want to post it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, so I understand when people talk about, oh, I posted this picture for myself. I want to do it for me. Like, I understand that, but
At fucking 12 a day?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
ass,
Hell
you did
nah.
that for yourself.
My
Hell
ass,
nah.
yeah.
But that
Yeah.
was a great thing. That
yeah,
not to get off topic, that was only number 2. He still got another one.
Yeah.
shoot, I probably ain't even got another one for real. I don't know. I guess shit. Somebody is always begging for some shit. For real.
Like some
Stop
begging. ass nigga.
begging.
Yeah.
If you don't get it the first time, don't keep asking.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you mean that as far as like someone like asking you like for a favor or something they can borrow from you, or
Shit, anything for real. if you asking to borrow something, like give it back. If I say no, you didn't burn the bridge the first time, some shit like that. So really, yeah, that. It ain't funny, but it's factual.
You say
I feel you.
you
I
say
feel
you say no. They start coming up with all these different
Right, like
options.
okay, look, I'll give you back. Let me borrow $20 tomorrow. Okay, well just wait till tomorrow. Please.
Yeah.
Just let me hold it, bro. I ain't got it for you.
Yeah.
You was gonna give it to me if I said I wasn't gonna get it to you tomorrow. No, I wasn't.
So one thing I'd like to kind of go back to, touch back on when I spoke about me going to Florida, and I guess this kind of relates to kind of what you said at the very beginning about moving from Shelby and seeing the difference, man. Like just seeing the difference in culture, going to like different places in the world, it's just like it's really eye opening.
Yeah.
Even Tyler, you just recently went to Denver. That's a culture change in itself.
Yep.
Like man, I was in Florida, so I was in Kissimmee, which is like 20 minutes from Orlando, so like 20 minutes from Orlando is pretty much like right where Disney World is and everything like that. And man, like it's nothing but Hispanics down there, like straight Hispanics. When I literally I sent y'all a picture. I went to this bakery called Taino's Bakery. I walked in there, man, straight. It was nice as fuck too. Nice as fuck. It's packed. It's Saturday morning, line out the fucking door. Little bakery with got breakfast sandwiches, got lunch. All types of shit, man. Got coffee, frappes, everything. Straight Puerto Ricans in there. Even the lady taking our orders was Puerto Rican, and like her English was broken. So it's like I'm in there and I'm like, I'm half Puerto Rican. I have family who's fully Puerto Rican. I've been kind of like in this environment, and it's like if I was to live down there, like I'd be around that all the time, And then I come up here and come back to
Yeah.
to gas
Talking donuts.
For real.
Yeah, it ain't. It's completely different. It's diverse, but probably not in a good way.
But I kind of that's kind of one of the things I enjoy from going out of town to places like that, because you just get like it's almost like getting a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel like that's important in like just like viewing life, like getting those different, like being in those different cultures and stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely, because
I'll ask all y'all, please answer.
And I'll be real, I'll give a very good example. Like I can go into a restaurant over here and it'll be nothing but white people. It'll be nothing but straight white people in there, and like I'm not gonna be comfortable. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not uncomfortable in terms of being scared or anything like that. It's just like
These aren't my people.
yeah, and you just get the feeling that they're not your people. But when I was in that Puerto Rican bakery, I'm surrounded by straight Puerto Ricans, man. I felt like, it felt like that was a spot that I go to all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without knowing none of the workers, without knowing anybody that was in there in a state 8 hours away from me, felt comfortable. So it's like, I feel like in life there's something like that, for where we're living, it is what it is. You got to, get through it. But like being able to go to a place like that and know that there's areas like that and know that, that is around in the world, it does feel good, just
Hell
because
yeah.
like you get to experience it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Emilio. I think that experiencing the world, not even just the United States. I think just experiencing the world itself, different cultures, different parts of the world, just submerging yourself in something other than what you either grew up in or what you're accustomed to. I think that's just a necessity in life. I think people underestimate the value of experiencing things from other people's, just point of view, experiencing things from people's, lifestyle. Like, I don't know, it's very humbling to know, that you come from better,
Yeah.
or that, like you live in a place that you can go down the street and go get some food if you want to. You have
Yeah.
the opportunity to work at different places if you want to. You can quit your job and go somewhere else,
Mhm.
Other places you have to either go to school, get a really good fucking education and get out, get a good job, or you're going to just be a norm, just be whatever that is in that world's norm. I have a really good topic about this one. Tyler Norman and I, or piece about this one. Tyler Norman and I were having a conversation just about the differences, with cultures, and I was talking about Jamaica, obviously, and he was talking about the Philippines because he's from the Philippines.
Facts.
Yeah,
Philippines. Yeah.
Filipinos.
Gang.
And
You're Filipino?
Yeah, my mom's. Yeah. My
I
mom
never
kinda
knew that.
Oh, word.
What?
She's Filipino for real.
Well, not fully Filipino, but
like quarter?
Yeah, quarter.
That's cool.
Type shit.
That's cool.
So you still got
You know, I still rep it a little bit.
yeah,
I
you
got
still
a little
got it
bit
in
in
your
my
blood,
blood.
yeah.
of course,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
a
of course. But Tyler was just saying that like there's places in the city that there are millions of people, you know, in the city, and in the slums specifically, people live on top of each other.
Yeah.
That's obviously in other places of the world, places here even, but excuse me, it's really bad there. So just seeing that, and you know, I think their cousin got an allergic reaction to something, and there was only one doctor in the whole entire area, and it was like in the middle of the slums, so they had to like wait. But then they got like, you know, passed through everybody because they were like really special or whatever, right? But it's just like crazy to see, and it's humbling to see that like, oh, like if you break your arm, you can't just go to the fucking doctor.
Yeah,
You
get
know,
that
like
shit
that
fixed
day.
that day.
Yeah.
You might have to fucking take a bus with a fucking broken arm with a bus full of fucking people
Mm-hmm.
and travel 6 hours, 8 hours out of your way, sleep in a chair
Yeah.
overnight just to try to get your arm fixed. You know.
And then you might not even get it fixed.
Yeah.
For real.
So yeah, definitely
Yeah.
experiencing that's humble, bro. It's humbling.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs that because I feel like everybody in this world, especially Americans nowadays, are just so, they're just so, they don't have that. They
Ungrateful.
yeah, they're ungrateful.
facts.
Thank
Call
you.
what it
Oh, yeah.
is.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm not gonna lie. To piggyback off what you said,
Yeah.
my parents, they took me on a cruise when we graduated.
Yeah. I
They
bet you
took
that was
me-
lit.
right, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But like when we went to Turks and Caicos in the Dominican Republic, but like they show like the good parts on like brochures and like magazines and shit, but like they don't
Mhm.
show you like the slums. Like
Yeah.
you get off the cruise ship, like you're literally out there on your own. Like it's no, I mean, like you can go get like a tour guide or
Yeah.
go do like the excursions and shit, which we did, but it's just like riding through the places. Like the Dominican Republic, I'm not gonna lie, it's so slummed out for real. Like just the parts I went through, I don't know exactly where I went through, but it was just real bad. Like cars crashed out, just like hundreds of cars. Like it's not like just one car here. It's like up and down roads. Like cars literally got crashed. Like they wrecked the shit and they just leave them.
Just
And
left
they
it there.
grass grow around them. It was just like that in Turks and Caicos. Like it's dirty, but like the water is like crystal clear. Like it's like beaches are beautiful, but like definitely towns, cities. Like it's definitely not like a place you would, I guess, ideally want to live or move to. But it's definitely an eye opener to see just how like those people live, their conditions. It's like damn. Like I really need to take what I have, or not take what I have for granted, and really appreciate what I do have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because
Facts.
you know, at the end of the day, I mean, it really comes down to, goes down your whole family tree. You know, everything that our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, you know, our entire ancestry, you know, everything they did led for us to be in this position right here.
I feel very strongly about that.
You know,
Yeah, bro.
and
Definitely.
one different thing could have changed from us being born over here to being born somewhere in the slums. And
Exactly.
you know how it is,
Real
man.
easy.
It's so systematic. You know, you're born in there. It's hard.
It's hard to
get
get
Yeah,
out.
It's
you're
hard
not
to get
getting out. 9
Yeah.
times out of 10, you're not getting out.
Bucket of crabs.
Yeah, bro. And
Yeah.
you saying that, it's like my mom is full Indian, born in India. Yeah. Technical difficulties.
difficulties.
She was born in India.
Yeah, but she didn't come over here till she was 8, I believe.
Mm.
Yeah, she came to America when she was 8. My
Okay.
uncles didn't come till they were like 14 or
Okay.
something like that. But yeah, both of their parents happened to pass away, and you know, my mom fortunately got adopted, came to U.S. and was able to pretty much grow up here and such. But I just be thinking, as far as time, you know, talking about ancestry stuff, I really put myself in a headspace sometimes. It's like, what if my grandfather had an opportunity like this to be in America, to literally like have the opportunity to, like, I don't care, America, you can become whatever you want. Not
Yeah.
saying it'll be easy by any means, but you can definitely get to the top in America. If
Mhm.
you play your cards right, if you're strategic, if you really want to, you can take everything out of America. I fully believe
Oh
that.
yeah, 100%. I mean,
You know, and I not to ramble or anything, but like I was saying, like I just try to put myself in a headspace. Like he didn't have this opportunity at
Yeah.
all. You know, India
yeah.
being one of the
Biggest
most
populated
being in
country.
poverty, one of the most poverty driven
continents.
yeah.
yeah,
It's like I can only imagine what he would have done with this opportunity. Like I'm a fool if I don't take advantage of this.
yeah, yep.
And try to get everything out of it. You know.
100%. Like
Oh,
go ahead.
Nah, you good, bro.
Like my dad, you know, he tells me stories back when, you know, him growing up, in Jersey, with just his mom taking care of his him and my 6 other aunts and my 1 other uncle or some shit. Like I got a bunch of family on that side, a bunch of aunts. That's what I know, a bunch of aunts. But man, he tell me stories like he's literally, on his bike driving to the corner store, having to go, as a teenager, 14, 15 years old, having to go steal corn, steal some food out the market, just to have, to be able to bring something home to eat without being able to, really get a job.
Yeah.
And then, I look at it, I'm 14, 15. My parents always had food in the house. As soon as I was able to start working,
Exactly. You mad you
job.
didn't get the Jordans you wanted at 14?
Yeah, like I'm mad over that, man. That nigga was my age having to fucking
Feed a family of 10.
Exactly.
get it out the mud, so
Literally.
so gotta be grateful for stuff like that, and
For real.
gotta take advantage of the position that we were put in to make something out of it,
Yeah.
make something out of
Definitely,
nothing.
bro. Definitely.
Shout out Ewazo. Shout out Ewazo. Make
Shout
something
out
out
that
of
man.
nothing.
But keeping the conversation sort of on the culture, like what we
Yeah.
were talking about. Ethan, are you familiar with cancel culture? Or-
I'm not.
What that's about? So it's pretty much like if a celebrity per se, athlete or something. I wouldn't necessarily say athlete as far as I guess endorsement deals.
I would, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But pretty much someone in the spotlight who has a lot of attention on them. They do something wrong, not even necessarily wrong, just pretty much does something that
They could
a
just
lot of
fuck up.
people disagree
Against
with.
what they would be as a
Like,
normal
Yeah,
a normal civilian, something that goes against their character.
not even that. It's like they just voice an opinion that a bunch of people don't agree with, and they'll try to pretty much take your platform away from you.
Like Colin Kaepernick kneeling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so stuff along that nature, and there's this like perception around it. Like, okay, here's literally a perfect example. Tory Lanez, how he shot Meg
Yeah.
in the foot.
Supposedly.
They can't. Yeah, supposedly, they canceled him. Why do you think
Yeah.
Tory Lanez isn't in front of your face like 24/7?
Fact.
In my opinion, the run Tory had in 2021 last year, I think he had a top 3 run in the game, but no one talks about it. The singles he was dropping, everything he did, the song was scat, and in my opinion, Tory Lanez produces some of the best music videos of rappers right now, as far as his visuals and just all. But my point being is, he's not thrown in your face like rapper like Lil Baby is so thrown. And
Okay.
not saying Baby doesn't deserve it by any means. He deserves everything he's getting right now. He shout out that documentary I watched the other day.
It was
I
fire.
need to
that
watch
shit
it.
was
I ain't
fire.
even watched it.
Yeah, bro,
I
that's
ain't
just
watched it.
hard. But yeah, he deserves everything he's getting. But he is like pushed in your face. It's
Yeah.
hard not to be like, let me check him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
But
it's-
like that's like an example, like them trying to cancel him. But then there's also this perception, which I want to talk about, like, how people say cancel culture doesn't actually work. You can still do
Yeah.
your thing, blah, blah. I think it's honestly getting to the point to where like they can actually like cancel you and take away how you make money and your way of life.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Hell yeah,
Because
they'll lock your
talking-
black out. If you black out here, a menace to society, making any type of money, they gonna lock your ass up.
yeah.
But I don't know if y'all seen Andrew Tate. They
Oh,
took
yeah.
everything
They-
away. And
yeah.
I was even informed, Tyler, like they just took a social away. Like, no, they remember that Hustler University we were talking about?
Mhm.
They shut the website down.
Mm.
Like,
That's crazy.
it's like main source of income. I would assume. I guess that's what he talks about a lot. And even the Steve Will Do It from the Nelk Boys.
Yeah.
They took away his YouTube channel for. I was actually watching an interview today. He was talking about it because he forgot to blur out. What's the thing they be game of steak? It was steak. He does a lot of stuff for that, and I guess he even said he's allowed to say it in the video. He's allowed to say what he's doing. He's allowed to literally show you he's gambling, but he didn't blur out steak.com in the YouTube video, and it wasn't even on his main channel. It was on his second lower, like low key channel. They took them both just
Dang.
because they wanted
Wow.
to.
That's
I just feel like
crazy.
that's way too much power.
Yeah.
Honestly, just
and-
because you don't like something or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Go go ahead.
An image of somebody that you don't like. Excuse me. Sorry, technical difficulties again. Just like an image of somebody that you don't like, like being portrayed. First of all, excuse me. Sorry, this technical these technical difficulties are fucking me up. But yeah, if you have, for instance, if you have somebody that like you were saying, Andrew Tate, if you have somebody who's like super like pushing a lot of people and influencing a lot of people quickly, I don't know if you guys know
I
this
feel like that
either.
scares them.
Yeah, it does scare them. That's why I was gonna say this. People were saying, let me say something. To this.
Yeah, go ahead.
People were saying on like news reporter channels and like other channels across the country, like multiple news reporters from different countries or different states were saying that Andrew Tate was influencing like middle schoolers, like elementary school kids, which like if you think about it isn't good. If you influence elementary school and middle school kids and you're talking about, like beating women are inferior, that's gonna have effect, especially like whenever. Hold on, one more thing.
Yeah.
Especially whenever like you have a woman teacher, little rambunctious kids who are rebellious. They're not gonna give a fuck. They're just gonna say, "Oh, I heard this guy, say some insanely wild shit, and I want to say it too."
You're
Fuck
gonna
you,
say
or
that shit.
You're inferior or whatever it may be. Is just like, damn. Like, imagine what if you were to say like, all these kids sign up for one thing, and he got them to. He started running for president or something. I don't know. It's just something crazy like that. I don't know. I feel like the government's like a big conspiracy anyways. So, like, they have the power to even cancel social media like that.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I mean, they this is a different topic, but just to like pivot off that real quick.
yeah.
They showed how powerful they are in COVID, how quick they locked everything down.
Yeah.
Like straight like that, but that's a different conversation. But as far as Andrew Tate, honestly, bro, I don't think it was because of the womanizing and all that stuff. I don't think that's why he got canceled. Because, yeah, he says some opinionated views on how he sees women and, what his beliefs and his principles and everything. I'm not saying whether I do or don't agree with him. I'm just stating what he does and he says. And I feel like just taking away his YouTube, Instagram, and shutting down his website where he makes money, I feel like it was more of all this stuff he was saying about the government and that type of stuff. I feel like that's where it more came from. And honestly, that's my point. But I did see this video. The last podcast he did, I saw a clip of it. I think it got deleted now. I can't even go back to it. He was talking about the Illuminati.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
Yes, he was, bro. He was talking about the Illuminati, and you can't find the podcast episode anywhere. And that was the last one he did.
I'm sure,
So that's not
I'm
crazy.
sure the government, like, anybody who speaks out on the government that's like got like a big
They'll
following.
show you how powerful.
Yes, they will literally show you in your face within hours of how quick they can do
Yeah.
shit. They will literally off people because they said something they didn't fucking like. They will get your ass killed. Like, and they don't keep it a fucking secret. Like, people in fucking interviews, like, they say dumb shit about like government Illuminati. They're fucking dead like a week later. Kobe Bryant, he didn't want to give up his shit for the fucking pharmacy, his Black Mamba name. He didn't want to give that up for like a pharmacy or whoever the fucking use, and he's fucking dead in a helicopter crash.
I never even heard of that.
How the fuck do you let Kobe die in a helicopter crash? Like, that just does not make any sense.
They gave that bullshit reasoning of it was
altitude and
it was foggy.
Yeah, it was foggy, and the pilot was like, "Oh fuck it, I'ma still go through." Come on now.
Like,
He's a trained professional.
Like, he hasn't driven that fucking flight past at least 10 times.
Come
They
on.
said he used that helicopter like it was a fucking car.
Yes,
Like,
he said he uses that thing daily. Like, he fly from his house to the fucking arena for games to practice.
Ain't no
Come on now.
multi-millionaire. Kobe was over 100 M's net
Yeah.
worth. Ain't no way he had somebody flying his plane or his helicopter
That's
gonna
not
put him,
top of the top.
Right.
Yeah, put him in a situation where
Right.
Yeah.
Any type of jeopardy, like, you have to be a trained professional to be able to do a job like that for somebody of that caliber, that fucking big name, Kobe Bryant. Like, it's just like somebody flying a plane for the president and they fucking crash and kill him. Like,
Because it was foggy.
right.
Yeah,
Come on
like,
now,
come on.
that's a shitty excuse.
Yeah,
I mean,
ain't
like,
never heard-
RP to all the people that died, but like, it's just fucked up in how twisted the world is and how they try to, I guess, make things out to be what they're not.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
And
I don't really fuck with that.
talking about like the government's power, it's like just recently, like I noticed it. You know how like, and it was brought to my like, someone said it. I think it was like the Nelk Boys brought it up on the podcast with Elon or someone did with him in conversation. I saw a video, and they were like, because Elon for a while he's like, I can do whatever I want. Like government,
Yeah.
like I'll buy you, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. Isn't it funny how all these stories started coming out? His dad got with like his stepsister or something.
Nah, I
Like
ain't
you
heard
didn't
that.
see all
That's
these
crazy.
stories or nothing.
I did see
Like all
What?
these stories started coming out about Elon out of nowhere.
I saw once
Tesla
They
stock
tryna
started
fucking-
dropping. Like
Oh
yeah,
my
they trying to
God.
sabotage him because he's talking shit. He
Yeah.
spoke out against the government. Like if you speak out against anything like that, like you're asking for whatever's coming to you. So
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah,
I think it's
I
best
just
to just
feel
keep
like
your
you-
mouth closed about that one.
it's
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk about that shit.
hell yeah.
So kind of going back to when you were bringing up cancel culture and some of the musical artists and stuff.
Yeah, wait. So like pretty much like my main question like would be to y'all would be like, so do y'all think like cancel culture is like a real thing now? Like that, like
Oh,
if
yes.
they want you canceled, like you're out of here.
Yes.
Because I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it, even the baby really hasn't really recovered.
Nah,
I just think
I mean the baby's the baby.
I honestly
Yeah,
think
he-
I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even heard about the baby dropping no new music in the last
Yeah.
year. I ain't even gonna.
he
cap.
just got his he has his loyal fan base.
I also
Facts.
think it goes hand in hand with like for instance if I've seen like a video of like girls saying like racial slurs and they go to a university, social media gets on their ass and they
Yep.
get expelled.
Yep.
Hell yeah, like yeah.
The power.
The
blemish,
power that
power
any
of it.
image that you have, it can be tarnished just
Yeah.
like that.
And
Yeah.
like that just goes to show that like if the people can do that shit, you damn sure know the
Yeah.
government can do that shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
The people can do it easily. Like let's band together. Something that we're not accustomed to as humans.
But why don't people do that against the government?
Yeah.
it ain't
The
never-
government that's
You-
the government's a fortified, institution.
It's a fucking it's an
Uh,
army. It's a
yeah.
military.
Yeah.
It's,
We
it's
can't-
its own
We can't
military.
really stop
Can't
the
fuck
government.
with
We
that.
live here. We literally live under the government. So it's just
Yeah.
like they control social media. They control humans, our day-to-day activities.
Uh-huh.
They control inflation.
Yeah, we
even though
better
they say that they don't.
move to this podcast could cut off randomly if we
Yeah.
go any further.
Might not have to, we might not be able to post this one.
Yeah. Went too fast.
It's just gonna cut off
Shit.
out of nowhere. Lights
Yeah.
can start going off.
Yeah. So,
Fucking red
uh,
beams through the window.
So what was can you go bring up the
Yeah,
topic
yeah.
specifically
Yeah, of course.
that we do? Because we try to be we do get prepared for every episode and topics and such and go up a little further.
A topic that I'll go ahead and bring up while you guys are searching. Ethan,
Right there.
I want to hear your top 5 artists. Top 5 artists that you're listening to right now. You can
Oh yeah, I gotta get that.
I'll give you the option. You can give your top 5 all time or top 5 that you're listening to right now.
No order.
I'll do all time, no order.
All time.
Okay.
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 I'll do all time. First.
No order.
No order. No. All right, this is order though. All
This
right,
is order?
This the only one I'm gonna do in order.
Go 5-1.
Big Kanye fan. I fuck with Kanye.
You got where you got Kanye at 1?
I'm gonna have to put Kanye at 1 because that was probably like the main reason why I fell in love with music type shit.
No, it's not.
Shout out
Lil
to
Wayne,
Kanye.
damn,
No,
you
you-
gotta let me
no,
finish.
let
You
him
gotta let me
finish,
finish. You gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish.
Time out.
You-
Time out.
come
No,
on, bruh.
no. Like I
You-
said, I go way back with this motherfucker. He never listened to Kanye.
Okay, that's big cap. That's big cap.
Oh my god.
My father,
Finish.
he look.
Go ahead,
My
just
dad,
finish.
look. Pops,
Just
he put me
finish.
on Kanye, man. Look,
He
the
never
fucking.
listened to Kanye.
You're crazy, man. I fuck with all Kanye, all old Kanye. I fuck with. I mean, the new Kanye.
You like-
Donda.
You like 808s and Heartbreaks?
Oh, yeah, that was probably my favorite album.
Oh,
808s
yeah, dude.
Heartbreaks. Nah, I ain't even gonna lie. That's probably number 2. Graduation, probably my favorite.
Graduation.
Fire.
Graduation
Yeah.
is classic.
I can't remember what the fuck the name of the album was, but I know fucking Roses. The song Roses was on that shit. It's like, I know it's past visit and hours, so can I please give you these flowers? That shit was hard, but
Was it not Graduation?
it was like probably like his first or second album. I can't remember.
If I could remember the
It's like
names.
a fucking teddy bear standing in
Yeah.
front of a door.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the names. It's crazy. And I was just listening to both of them albums.
Was it Late to Graduation?
Late registration.
Late
Yeah,
registration.
late
Registration.
registration. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Kanye fans don't even.
Shut up,
Okay.
bruh.
It took you a second to think about that. If I would have
Fuck
said
him.
late, you wouldn't have got registered.
Yeah, facts.
So you
I
got
was gonna say college dropout.
college dropout is the other one
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That shit
late
hard.
registration,
Yeah.
college dropout, graduation. So you got Kanye
Go
one.
ahead. My
Kanye.
apologies.
I'm about to say I'm gonna throw Lil Wayne in there because I was bumping Wayne heavy back in the
Hell
day.
yeah.
I mean, I
He
still.
put me on the dedication
Oh yeah,
tapes.
dedication, all
shit.
that shit. You ain't even know. Oh yeah, big shit. But I
Eli,
was,
hold on, one thing. Eli got put on the music. I don't think
Everybody,
Eli,
everybody has
Oh
put
my
Eli
God.
on
I was
music.
look,
Growing
I-
up,
look, yeah,
Eli
look,
was
I
put on.
Yeah, I put him on J Cole. I'll throw J Cole in there because I fuck with J Cole. I fuck with
Hell
J Cole.
yeah.
I fuck with all that J Cole like
I'm-
workout, bro. That old J Cole. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something about just like old music. I guess because I was a kid and that's just like
The
nostalgic
nostalgia.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like
The
I
nostalgia
fucking
behind it.
love that shit, bro. Like it
Yeah.
just makes me reminisce about old times, like
Yeah.
riding in the car with my parents
Yeah.
type shit. So
Bro, not to interrupt again,
You got it.
but was it
Again.
Bro, I remember the night he showed me J. Cole. He was showing me 2044 Sales Drive. I think he played I think it was Get Off My Dick,
oh,
and it was one of those songs, or it might have been Fire Squad.
Oh,
And he played. I was like, turn this shit off. I don't want to hear this because it's slow at first.
Yeah.
Or it was Fire Squad, yeah, because it's slow at first. I was like, I want to hear this shit. He's like, bro, fucking listen to it. I'm like, no. I think he ended up leaving. I was like, no, I'll listen to this album. Changed
So-
my life forever.
Oh my god.
Changed my life forever.
so you got put on Cole. You didn't get put on Cole until 2014.
yeah,
Eighth
I
grade.
caught that.
yeah.
I
Well,
caught
you-
that too.
Look,
It's
he
all
was,
wrong with this
look,
nigga.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Look, he wasn't even knowing, man.
He wasn't even
Look,
knowing,
bro, he come to my house, bro. I'm trying to
Okay,
put my
they
boy
won't
on
say that. Okay,
everything.
time out.
G.
No, they won't say this. They won't say this. Out of the four of us in my family, I'm the oldest. They all had older siblings. They'll
I
leave
had
that
an
part
older
out.
sister, man. She wasn't
They
on no
had-
music, bro. That
They
I didn't
all
get
had
none of my
older
look. None of
siblings.
that shit came from her. That was
So
mostly pops and me discovering music on YouTube. That's really all that was. But yeah, I
finish
fuck-
the list.
Eli's trying to
Cole.
make excuses
Look,
why he
look.
got put on.
Yeah.
We,
All right, so you got Kanye, Wayne, Cole.
That's a
Cole.
pretty good list.
I
So
throw
far.
No Cap in there because I fuck with No Cap.
No
No
cap.
He
cap.
remind me of
Respectable.
Wayne. Look, he just how like he just the play on words, bro. I
Yeah.
love the play
He's
on
from
words.
Alabama,
Yeah, hell yeah, Mobile or Mobiles or
Mobile.
yeah.
Mobile.
But yeah, he hard as fuck. I fuck with the word.
That's
play.
crazy. You said no cap. I've never heard somebody put no cap on their top 10.
Nah. I'm a big No Cap fan, bro.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
Who else I fuck with for real? I fuck with Young Thug.
Thug's
I
fire.
throw
Thug,
Thugger on
Thug.
there, yeah,
I
cause
like, no one's put Thug up there.
yeah, I fuck with Thugger. Niggas be sleep on Thugger. I'm
Free
not gonna lie.
YSL.
Yeah, free
Yeah,
free
free
slack,
the whole
gang,
gang.
free slack.
So that's 5.
That was five.
That's
That's
a
fine.
good. That's a
Word.
good
Shit.
top
Homie
five.
had 5 more.
Yeah, I can keep going. No, stop.
That's great. No Jay.
Who?
Jay Z.
Jay.
He said who?
Nah. To be honest, I only fuck with like the Blueprint type shit.
But granted, you didn't have Biggie in there, right?
Nah, see, that was before my time. I mean, like he inspired
Thank you,
music,
thank
but
you.
look,
Thank
I ain't
you.
even gonna lie. Like they not my top 5 because I don't really like listen to them. I'm not gonna play them myself. Like if my mom play it, like I'll listen to it, but I don't know the words to sing the song. I might know like 1 or 2 songs and sing the
Yeah.
words too, but like that's not the shit I was bumping. That's not that my. not my-
Exactly.
But
not my
No
era.
Biggie top 5, pretty much.
Nah.
Okay.
But he's a stepping stone for sure.
I'll give him that.
No, this
Those
nigga Eli will downplay Biggie like he don't deserve. Like I look at Biggie. Biggie can go in your top 5. Like even if you don't really, if you want to go top 5 artists, unopinionated, not biased at all,
Yeah.
just top 5 in general, Biggie's up there.
Oh yeah, I guess I
He
can
is.
believe that
No.
because if you just like if you
No.
were to listen to the music and listen to the words that he was saying in that time, that era, if you just take the music for what it is and not listen to it or not listen to it because it's the time that you grew up, not the time you grew up in, just take it for what it is. It's good music.
Yeah.
I don't think any music is trash music to be honest, but like it's just some music I'm not gonna listen
Nah,
to.
there's some
spliffs.
music that's trash.
You just gotta have an ear for it, buddy.
Thank you.
Nah,
I
nah,
appreciate
really,
you.
nah.
I appreciate you
That's a
saying
fact.
that.
You just gotta have an ear.
Because this nigga don't have an
Anyways.
ear for shit, but Drake Drake and Cole.
That's what we look like. Drinking cold.
Facts.
Yeah,
Drake ass.
Anyways,
I'm gonna give a little top 5 real quick of who I've been listening to recently. Just real quick. I got Kanye up there. I've been listening to Kanye heavy. I got Destroy Lonely up there. I've been blasting him heavy. I've been listening to a lot of 50 too. I've been listening to a lot of 50 recently.
50.
Yeah, and
50.
who is that? That's 3. That's 4.
That's
Kanye,
3.
Destroy Lonely, 50. Damn. Who else have I been listening to? I might just cut it off right there. That's low key
Yeah,
who I've been
That just
listening to.
popped in your head.
Yeah,
Who you been listening to?
What's his name?
He don't even know.
Let me just look it up. I'm
Yeah,
bad
I
with
don't even
names
know.
off the top, bro.
He don't even know.
I'm bad with names off
Look,
the
if
top.
he just discovered them, he good.
Yeah, I just discovered a few of these niggas. D-Thang, Young
Mm.
Manny.
Shout out Young
And I've been
Manny.
listening to a lot of Real Boston Richie. And I've been listening to the DJ Khaled album, but
Yeah, nah, I ain't even listened to all that DJ Khaled album, but the one song I did listen to, I think it was "Keep Going," bro. That shit was fire. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
With Roddy Ricch and Lil Durk, that shit was hard.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand why they fuck with him. He
Who,
is
DJ
so
Khaled?
corny to me.
who, DJ Khaled?
Yes.
He
Bro, that's
old as
because-
hell.
Bro, that's
know what I
because
mean?
you don't
Like,
understand how much of an OG DJ Khaled is.
Bro,
in the game.
you realize
He like your old ass uncle that
Yeah.
wanna
DJ
fucking
Khaled's
come
been around
smoke
since
with you or some
Notorious
shit.
B.I.G., bro.
look.
He's
DJ
been around that long?
Maybe a few years after him, bro, but he's been around since like the 90s.
Listen, if you go to DJ Khaled, if you go to
Bro.
his music, if you go back to 08, 07, 06,
Him
the
and
al-
Fat Joe.
He was
Yes,
going
that-
crazy.
the albums he's dropping now, he did the same thing back then. Wayne, Kanye, Jay.
Yeah.
He had
A
all them
100
niggas.
fucking
Akon.
features on them
Rick
bitches.
Ross, yeah.
Every one of them
Like,
had 100 features.
Every
He
one,
been doing
bro.
this for the longest. Like he just
He
just
been-
stamped. He is corny,
yeah, he get the
but
rappers together. I mean, they make some hits though.
He's certified, bro.
Make some hits.
you don't fuck with him. I don't know why you don't fuck with him.
What?
Why he don't fuck
He's
with?
just corny.
He's corny.
Corny.
What
You
makes
know
him corny?
Bro,
What
it
makes him
really
corny?
took it to the top when he was just sitting there, he's in an interview, and
Keep going, Eli.
he's in an interview, and they're trying to get his opinion on something, and he's sitting there, Drake did. Oh, okay, Drake
okay,
did.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all he kept saying. Like, bro, it's your song, bro. What was your vision? Like, that's what they were trying to
or-
understand. He said, Drake did.
I guess he was on his Marshawn Lynch shit.
Are you talking about the video where his his publicist or whoever, she was trying to ask him about the
Yeah.
video, and he was like, if Drake approves it, I approve it.
Yeah.
It's Drake. I was like, man, get that nigga beat out your
Right?
mouth, man.
You on his payroll?
But,
He probably is.
yeah.
Look, he probably take him a little 100K check every time he get paid. Some
Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
But sliding into another topic. That was a good top 5, by the way. I
Yeah.
think that's
I
one of the
appreciate
best.
that.
That was a good top 5. I
Appreciate
like
that.
that. I like that. But one thing I want to get y'all's opinion about, and obviously I'll give mine as well, is here I'll just hold it.
You know he
I'll
can't
just
see.
hold it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
Can't
nigga's
see.
blind as a motherfucker.
Can't see.
Blind as a
Just
bat.
said
Oh.
glass.
Do you believe the values, morals, and principles you have and the ones you believe right now are the ones that were predicated on the world as in social media, family, just the culture you grew up in? Do you believe your morals are based off of that or own experiences you've had throughout your life that you have came to find and like it's something that you stand on, you believe in, and it's something that you've really went through, or are they shaped by like I said, the world, social media, and like we touched on a little bit earlier, some people's are strictly just shaped off of social media and everything they consume. They just consume it.
Yeah.
So naive and never put their own opinion on it. Because I feel like that's something that I've thought about a lot
Yeah.
and try to differentiate. And I guess I'll just go ahead and answer to give y'all an idea. It's something that I've pondered on a lot and try to differentiate. Is this actually something that I believe in as a man, or is it something that was just an idea pushed onto me by my parents, or an
Yeah.
idea pushed onto me by my peers while I was growing up, or by my hometown, or I try to ask myself those questions, and I feel like some are still there, they just are, and some will always be there. But I truly feel myself like outgrowing some beliefs and stuff that I used to have. As at least like even like 4 years ago and such.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I
As
think
far
that's
as
just
how
part of
y'all
becoming your
feel.
own man. I mean,
Yeah.
your own
Yeah.
person at that. Like, you ain't got to be a man to realize that some shit is bullshit. Some
Yeah.
shit that you've been told by people or believe that should be right. Some shit just ain't right. I mean,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I mean, and I probably fall, I guess, in between like both of those categories. Cause I mean, like, I'm not going off based off with like social media and shit. Cause all that shit's fake. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
just what
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
put out there for you to see. That's not 9 times out of 10 they're not living like that. They're just promoting that
Mhm.
to I guess get a following, get clout, get a following, whatever they trying to do. But I guess I like just off what my family maybe I guess has told me shit that they may see is wrong, I may feel is wrong also. So I mean, just like that, and just experiences that or shit I've experienced myself. Will I guess that's probably what's influenced most of my morals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best way I could put it for me personally is like you were saying, how your parents would instill their values and their morals on you.
Mm-hmm.
From the lessons that I've learned, good or bad, right or wrong, I've had to live with those decisions,
Yeah.
even if my parents did tell me otherwise.
Mhm.
So I definitely think a lot, even how we were just talking about earlier with traveling, it's like those experience humble you, those experience make you. And as I transition into this young man that I'm becoming, and eventually I'll become a grown man, I think that it's important to really walk in your own 2 feet. And
Yeah.
it's always good to take a step back and realize what's going on around you, but always have yourself in your position
Yep.
to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see it's best, my bad, I ain't mean to cut you
Oh,
off,
yeah.
but me personally, I just feel like if you think it's best for you and you've actually sat down with yourself and weighed out any I guess options, pros, cons, did any of that, and you see that it's fit for yourself, and that means I guess you have to hurt other people in making your decision. But if you ultimately think it's best for you, I think that's the best way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm probably I'm kind of on how y'all are. There's some things that my parents that they kind of like instilled into me, and like morals wise, value wise things, that are right and that are wrong, that they've kind of like put into me that like I continue to go by this day.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
but there's a lot of things that I wouldn't say that my parents wouldn't agree with me on, but they might be, I don't really know how their opinion is, because it's something that I kind of just kind of like, gained on myself
Yeah.
through, my own personal experiences. And then, like you said, Tyler, making the transition from being a teenager to a young man to not even, I say you go from a teenager to like, I don't, I don't know the age.
Yeah,
I couldn't explain it, but y'all know what time
You
period
know.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
into the young man and then into the grown man, it's like you're gonna go through. There's so many experiences that I believe that once you get to a certain point in life, especially as us being men, once you get to that certain point, there's no, you got to figure it out on your own, and you got to figure out what's right and what's wrong in those situations. You can ask for advice, you can ask for help, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's going through it.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of got a combination of both, but I do notice that there are a lot of things that like that I kind of see that I will do, or that I'll like have a reaction to, that kind of came from my parents, and I see why my parents is that. Like even if you come down to like your daily life, as far as cleaning up your room or some shit, like
Yeah.
I see why my parents made me do that, and I see why like if we go out of town somewhere, if we go get an Airbnb and it's dirty, like or like a hotel and it's dirty, why like my parents would make such a big deal out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Being at the
Yeah.
age that I am now,
Yeah.
paying for it and seeing why, like, certain things, how you need to treat certain things, how you need to go about, these things in a certain way, because it's like, so yeah, I say yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a combination of both.
Well, I think y'all stuck to the morals part, which I maybe emphasized too much. But what about like the belief part?
The belief.
Like, 'cause there's some people, let's just say, use this for example, like grow up in the church, then they grow up, get out on their own, and they become an atheist and stuff because they found their own route or so on and such. Do you think it's I think I'll go ahead and answer. I think it's very important to find your own beliefs and differentiate like I said, from things that may have been pushed on you by your peers
Yeah.
growing up, or even your parents may have. Granted, my parents never pushed any belief or anything onto me. They always gave me everything I needed to know, anything I wanted to know,
Yeah.
you know. But even then, like I get older, I realize just growing through maturation and learning more, more studying more about psychology and stuff. Everyone is gonna have their own beliefs, and whether they do it or not, subconsciously they will try to persuade you to their way.
Yeah.
So I think it's just very important to really find what you believe in, you
Oh, yeah.
personally, without any outside opinion or anything. Just really what you stand on and
Yeah.
such.
And that's hard for.
It's very hard.
I think all of us would agree it's hard for one,
Yeah.
like ourselves, even,
Yeah.
because I feel like, like we were talking about earlier, just like how society just pushes things on us.
Mhm.
It's so easy just to fall in line, and-
Especially social media era.
oh yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so breaking
Yeah.
that mold or becoming more unique in itself is it's just hard.
I mean, yeah,
So-
school. I think me personally, I think school, all that is just conditioning for you. Just fall in line, believe whatever word of mouth, whatever somebody tells you. You sit in the class in front of a teacher. Whatever she tells you, you're supposed to believe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially in
Shit,
the South.
Exactly. Shit,
Oh, yeah.
and shit that they tell you most likely ain't true, and that's the sad truth about getting an education. You have to get a bullshit education for you to be able to live
Yeah.
a somewhat decent life. You feel me? So like
Yeah.
that's some bullshit.
Yeah, and
So
it's not go ahead.
nah, you good, but I just don't believe like that. That's just not. That's not okay.
Yeah, literally. What is it? Lost my fucking train of thought.
My bad.
Ah, you good, you good.
But I mean, especially going back to what you said about the school, man. Like, at the end of the day, the school is, it's a system built like the school system is just fucked.
It's built to make workers.
Yeah, because I mean,
Exactly.
you go to school 8
Literally.
to 3. Once I graduated, as soon
9
as,
to 5.
yes, as soon as I graduated, I was working fucking 8 to 3. Before going off to college, I graduated early. I'm working 8 to 3. I'm like, it's the same shit as going to fucking
Exactly.
school.
Yeah, bro. And bro, think about I was watching a YouTube video. One dude was talking about it. It was very intelligent, and he was a very successful entrepreneur as well. And he was just talking about, just think about the design of school and the world. In school, they teach you if you step out of line,
It's consequences.
yeah, there's consequences. You're supposed to be different in the world. You're supposed.
My fault. Technical difficulty.
They teach you. Everyone takes a test, and if you don't do it one way, obviously math and stuff is different. But like I'm talking a bigger picture, like the structure of it. If you don't get that test right, then you were wrong. When
Yeah.
in reality, I mean, we know doing this podcast, it takes a million different things
Yep.
to figure out one thing.
Yeah.
It's not. Life isn't a
There's not
10 question
Yeah.
test and you just figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's just one way to do things, one way to figure it out. I hate the school system. I feel like it's a failed. I feel like it's a money grab.
It is.
Truly. And honestly, if it wasn't for, because I've thought about this, if it just wasn't for how much I think, hopefully in the future, I'm able to have kids and have a family, if it wasn't for the social lessons I feel like they should need as a child, I would homeschool them their whole life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
I mean,
yeah.
go ahead. The only thing about homeschooling I would say is just like the whole social aspect of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
But-
that's
but
the
at
only
the
reason
same-
why. That's why I wouldn't, because
Yeah.
you need that interaction. You
Yeah,
know?
but I mean, at the same time, man, it's just like it's just the way the school system is. Like when we were seniors, you get to the senior age. I mean, the senior grade, and like none of those teachers, realistically, none of those teachers give a fuck because any 12th grade teacher, they already know they're teaching that because they've probably been teaching for a long time, and they can just know, and they're dealing with.
Yep. Technical difficulties.
Mic check.
There we
Okay,
go.
yeah,
Back
okay.
at it.
But like they honestly don't give a fuck. But I know you guys remember, especially when you get back to 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade. Once you start getting those grades, all you hear is, oh, once you get to middle school, you can't do that. Once you get to high school, you can't do that. You
Yup.
become a senior. Oh, when you get into the real world, you can't do that. I always look at that as like, instead of saying that to the
Youth?
future, instead
Yeah.
of saying that to the youth, why not try to work to help them?
Be
not co-
prepared
yeah.
instead of scare them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't just say, oh, you can't do that in the real world. That's never gonna work. Instead of saying that, why not approach them as like, what can I do to help you?
Exactly.
Yeah,
what
let me
can-
show you a different way of
Because
doing that.
because then it gets to the point where like, just like how we're having this conversation, we're like, oh, like what the fuck? It's fucked up. The institution is fucked up. You know, people don't care, teachers don't care, so it's just
Yeah.
it's like they're putting people out into this world. You know, teachers are supposed to be people who put younger kids that don't know any better about the world and give them a perspective about what to expect in the world. You know,
Yeah,
teachers
yeah.
just really just kicking the kids, you know, out of the classroom as soon as the semester's over, just keeping
Yeah.
it pushing.
New
it's
group
like
of
a fucking,
kids.
Yeah,
it's like a
and-
mill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
like, and that's just like where
And the only
you're replaceable,
and
just like
Yep.
and the only way, if you think about it, the only way you'll ever really like come back in contact with your teacher is if you know her through a family friend, you know, or your daughter or their daughter was like friends with you or something, or you know you became really good, or you became close with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But all three of those either are, you know, because you know the person already, or because you made effort to want to know that person.
Yeah,
so
to build a relationship.
it's like
with them.
never you really never really know what the purpose for a teacher is for unless you look back at it and you're like, oh, it's just a big institution, you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
oh,
And you learn, you know what I'm saying? You obviously learn, get your degree, you know, there's
Yeah.
obviously smart kids that have to go through that, you know.
And-
But it's difficult.
I'll say this before I let you go,
Yeah.
Eli. I do want to just say I shout out all the teachers. You know,
Yeah,
all the
that's what I was gonna
teachers.
say.
You know, shout out all the teachers.
Yeah.
I won't even put all the blame on them because realistically, they're all underpaid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
underpaid,
that's exactly what I was
overworked.
gonna say. Maybe they don't even get paid to give a fuck like we're
Yeah,
talking
like
about, you know?
Yeah.
it's no reason why a teacher should be making
30,000 a year.
yeah,
Yeah.
30, 35, 40,000 a
Yeah.
year.
Teachers
you
don't
know.
get paid in the summer.
Exactly. They
Facts.
don't
Yeah.
get they don't
Yep.
get paid in the
They
summer.
only get 10 month paychecks, 10-month salaries.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know, they went obviously, you know, went to school, spent all that money, you know, going to school and
Yeah.
everything like that. But you know, if I'm working a job and I'm getting underpaid, why the fuck?
I don't fucking care. That's
Yeah.
like me at work
Yeah.
now. I mean,
Yeah.
like, fuck that shit.
Like,
I'm underpaid as fuck. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
what
now-
happens.
now give me an extra fucking.
$4 raise, $5.
Yeah.
Look,
I'm
I'm gonna come to work ready every day on
Shit.
time. Shit, I'm
Yeah.
late every day. I'm not finna come in here on time. And y'all finna be bitching at me all day? Hell no.
Shit,
Fuck
get,
that.
Yeah.
give me 6 figures for the job I do now, nigga. I'm gonna be in that bitch working
No,
hard
What?
as
I'll be
hell.
Exactly.
Faithfully at work.
Turn into the Michael Jordan of this
Yeah.
industry.
Oh,
Well, I
God.
probably work 6 days a week. Shit,
Oh,
they pay
God.
look 6 figures. Shit,
Be
I'm
on
out
standby like this.
Yeah.
What?
At
there.
the
Look, just
door.
call me when you need me.
Yeah, what you need me to do, boy? Where I'm gonna make sure,
Right.
you know. But that's, you know, that's the whole work industry, man. Like you said,
Mhm.
Ethan. In school, you know, once the semester is over, you get new kids. Once the year is over, you'll have new kids. You know, at work, you know, you get fired, you'll be replaced.
Look, they
One
bring,
way or
look, they
Straight
got
like
somebody
that.
in there for an interview next day. I didn't see it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why, you know, even that's one of the reasons why, you know, I feel like, especially us, we definitely want to, you know, not be I don't want to be working for somebody for, you know,
I don't never
and,
want to work a
you
job
know,
again.
and you
If I
know,
could quit right now, I would.
yeah, and, you know, we're not, but at the
That's the
same,
goal with this.
yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's like, you know, looking from a worker to a boss standpoint, you know, if you're gonna pay me a respectable amount of money, I'm gonna do what you're paying me to do. Like, I'm gonna do my job.
Yeah.
Like, I'll show up to work and I'll do my job. But, you know, once you start getting into the being underpaid or just it's just too much going on,
Yeah,
man. Like, you know,
recognitions aren't proper.
we've talked about it before. They forget we're, you know, at work. It's not our life. We're here
Yeah.
to work
Yeah.
and get paid.
Just
Yeah.
like you are.
But the thing is, though, a lot of people have that mind. I'm not saying you have that mindset by any means, or you, especially. You're literally an entrepreneur. But everyone says that, you know, I don't want to be a worker. I want to work for myself. But being a boss is 10 times harder than being a worker.
Oh yeah.
10 times.
Oh yeah.
10
Definitely.
times harder.
Minimum.
And I'm sure you
Definitely.
can speak to that. You
Yeah.
know, and I can just speak to it in terms of, like, I've had to fill in roles with my leadership, you know, having absences with family or something. I'm the next man up
Mhm.
in the chain of command, and I've had to fill the role of running a whole department for a day or a shift, and it gets a little overwhelming. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, like, you
Oh, yeah.
know,
But it's like the way I see it is I'm working that hard. I'll work that hard times 10 for myself before I work that hard for
Oh, yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah.
That's how I
Oh,
would
yeah.
always look at
absolutely,
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
You know,
and even like let's look at you, Tyler, right? As far as you with Stony Mountain, you guys get to the point where you hire somebody to do something. You're gonna hire somebody to, let's say you hire somebody to fucking, I don't know, what would you hire somebody to
Screen
do?
print.
Yeah, screen print for
right?
us.
You'll hire somebody to do that. You're not gonna go and pay them, give them a bullshit pay.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If you're gonna hire someone, you're gonna pay them, like I said, a respectable amount.
exactly.
And,
Worth their
you know,
time.
Yeah, and they'll give you back that same effort.
Exactly.
So it's like, and as far as being your own boss, man, like the effort that, like you said, you're gonna work 10 times harder for yourself.
Yeah.
So
The way
and
I
it's
see
not
it,
gonna be easy
the way,
either.
the way I see it now at my age is like, okay, like, do I want to work, for somebody and live paycheck to paycheck, or do I want to like go broke, chasing my dreams, being an entrepreneur?
I'd rather do
Like,
that.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that till it works, and then try to fucking
Settle.
And then I
reti-
mean, like,
yeah,
it's
bro,
so
just
many
retire
other
underneath
ways, bro.
the man's collar. Like I'm not
I'd rather do that and fucking have to DoorDash to pay my fucking
Exactly.
rent than,
Yeah.
Cause I mean, like DoorDash, yeah, like you working for somebody, but like it's yourself.
It's
and
yourself.
You gotta make your own
Your
bread, so
hours,
I mean, like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Your
I mean,
gas.
and it's not a problem with doing that. Cause I mean, like, shit, get your money. These niggas out here selling fucking heroin to these fucking crackheads out here. They getting money just like you is
Exactly.
doing DoorDash. So if you doing
Exactly.
DoorDash, you shouldn't be discouraged. You getting bread.
Hell
So
yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you getting it by any means,
Always
do
put
that
yourself
shit.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
Always
if you
go broke
can
for yourself.
if you can reach the stars just by doing what you want to do and how you
Yeah.
do it, I'm all for it. I
Yeah.
support that.
Risk
shit.
it all
Hell
on
yeah.
yourself.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know,
And
Hell yeah.
that's the only way to go.
And I've come to realize, like, to realization myself, like here recently, like I'm really probably finna quit my job for real and then just focus on like shit that I want to do for
Yeah.
myself to help
Yeah.
better me. Cause
Yeah.
I mean, like it's like I said, so many other ways to make bread. So I'm not gonna be fucking struggling, worry about no fucking one paycheck type shit.
No,
I'm
well, I
trying
say.
to have 10 fucking paychecks in 1 week.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
You might as well do that and fucking struggle up front than fucking have to fucking
Exactly.
sit
rather-
there and
yeah.
fucking
Sacrifice.
exactly
Mhm.
sit there and fucking be brutally
Bitter.
in pain and mentally just fucking
mentally
hate
fucking,
yourself.
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, just
and-
because you didn't make that one move.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
And-
one
and
move.
Shit, and that's I guess like what fuels a lot of my thoughts, my thought process
Yeah.
about that. Just like past decisions I've made and sold myself short on shit I shouldn't have. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
fucking like doing sports and shit. Like I sold myself short. Like I could be fucking somewhere doing sports in a school somewhere, but like I just didn't put in that work at
Yeah.
that time. It's too late to put in the work now. So now I realize that like now I really got to put in work for myself. And then when like you put that work in, you're gonna see an outcome. It may not be a big outcome at first, but you just keep your head down and work. The outcome, you don't know what the fuck you don't know what can happen.
Use that.
Yeah.
Use that.
That's just motivation.
Yeah. Use that unfortunate decision that you made for a willful, righteous one. You know?
Mhm. And
Bro, that's
go ahead.
that's crazy. You say, bringing up sports, it makes you look back. It's almost like you say, like it made you realize. Correct me if I'm wrong. That like you have one shot at life.
Hell yeah! And if you don't take that one shot, you may not get another shot, or you don't know when the next one gonna come. So
Yep.
when the a window of opportunity presents itself,
Take it.
take that shit.
Attack
Don't
it.
wait.
Mhm.
And if you got any second thoughts,
Fuck
to
that.
me, yeah, you should go even
Literally.
harder then, cause you got second thoughts about that shit. You gotta prove at that point. You gotta prove yourself wrong. You
Yeah.
can't.
Exactly.
That's what
You-
matters.
Yeah, exactly. If you can prove yourself wrong and fucking exceed your standards, you doing something great.
Yep.
Keep doing
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shit.
Absolutely.
And I think, as far as like kind of realizing stuff like that, it's almost like, kind of like the older we're getting, or me personally, I'm kind of looking at as like, the effort that I put into like to certain things. Like, let's say I look at work, right? I mean, Eli, me and you've worked together. We know how our work ethic is. Never wanting to be somebody at work who's slowing people down or who's just not working as good. But it's like, the older I get and just start doing more things I really want to do, like this podcast, like that the same work ethic that I'm putting into my job, where I'm like, oh, I don't want to be the person who's trash at work. Like that work ethic has to go into so many more things in my life.
Outside of work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to, and you can't burn all your energy doing that shit at your job. You can't waste all. You can't just be burnt out from working and not be able to do nothing outside of work, because you're never gonna move up. You might move up at your job, but you might hit a cap, you might hit the ceiling, and that's it.
Yeah.
But you're not doing nothing. You're not really helping yourself outside of work.
Bro, and I've thought about that like too. You like, me and you. I'm sure you too. We could easily like stick with. You have a very good job. Me and you work at the hospital. I peeped you. Seems like you got a little good job. It's like I feel like we could easily just say, all right, this is it. I could sit
Yeah.
at the hospital for the next 40 years.
Easy.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Clear
course you
all that.
could.
Like,
But
easy
fucking
just,
why?
It's
you're
like,
not elevating.
Yeah.
You're not moving up. If you
mhm.
you're not.
I mean, there's
if
a
you
ceiling
can't
you're gonna
fucking be
hit.
the CEO after working at a fucking job for 40 years, I just can't see myself.
It doesn't
doing
make any sense to me.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. If
yeah.
I can't be running this shit after working here for 40 years and I'm just the same as
After 10.
if
Yeah.
yeah,
Really?
exactly. Like if you just hire motherfuckers and they like literally base same shit I'm doing. Like I didn't see 100 motherfuckers coming here. Like why am I still? Why are you still wasting time? Like why are you
Yeah.
there? You should have 10 years. Like okay, like you just I guess got stuck in that cycle, and that's what a lot of people. I can say for myself, I've seen that shit happen, bro. Cause working at FedEx, like it's like damn, like these motherfuckers get stuck here. It's like everyday routine, like bro.
Mhm.
I was there for 6 months, and the day I realized I was there for 6 months, I quit because it didn't feel like I was there for 6 months. Like I literally got stuck in that cycle, going to work every day,
Mhm.
doing the same shit, moving boxes, loading boxes. Like that shit get fucking. It's strenuous on your body. Like if you doing strenuous work, like keep doing that shit. I'm thankful that you doing it, not me. But like
Yeah, like people got
And
all
it's
those
people
jobs
out
that
there.
get
Yeah,
filled.
it's people built for that shit. But like
Yeah.
me, I'm not built for it. So I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
And-
be doing shit like that.
what is it? Like you were saying, like you can't use all your energy, or maybe you do use all your energy at work, but you maybe try to find it in your passion if work isn't your passion. I think, like, honestly, that's what separates the weak from the strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If, like, us three, we all went to work today.
Yeah.
And like I told y'all, like I sent them a message this morning in our group chat convo.
Yes, sir.
I sent them. I was like, yo, I need 24 hours to clear my head. I just wasn't there mentally. I was like, I just need a break from all this shit. And then they like, sitting there took about 30 minutes. I'm like, honestly, I plan on going way further than this in life. I'm probably gonna have way more responsibilities and a way bigger problem is gonna pop up in my future
Mm-hmm.
than what I'm dealing with today. It's like you need to put your emotions aside and realize just get through today and get what you need done. That's
Yeah.
all I did. I just focused on work, got through work. Now shooting the podcast,
One
got
thing at a
everything set,
time.
one thing at
Yeah.
a time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's just how you have to take it. I truly think
1%
it just
better.
1% better. It's just
Yeah.
I truly think it just that's what separates the weak and the strong. Like if
Mhm.
you're built for it or not.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And it's just like going to work, man. For the field I'm in, I do HVAC, like I do the electrical part of it, like I'm an HVAC technician, right? And all the people I work with are like, a bunch of them, 30, 35, 40, and all I always hear, oh, oh, you're getting into this young, you starting this young, you'll definitely, it's definitely gonna be good. I'm like,
Yeah, like, okay, well, why you ain't take that trade you just learned and go start your own shit? I mean,
Yeah, it's like
you might not be
that's-
able to
that's
fucking hire motherfuckers right out the blue, but like if you doing that shit yourself, all them side jobs,
Yeah,
That's what I don't.
motherfuckers call you like, okay.
I don't
like,
get when motherfuckers do like they literally could have made a profession and like branded their name out of their profession
exactly.
just because of how long they've been doing that specific. thing.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
people don't. I guess
And
people don't realize or understand that, like, bro, like
They're
you've
scared.
done it for so fucking long, you have the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go fucking do something with, like, you
Yeah.
can fucking
That's what like for me
go
like
apply to a different job.
Yeah,
you
like,
can
if-
make more money
like if-
somewhere else.
like if
Like,
yep.
if a nurse, for instance, like I work around nurses, right, and doctors. If I see a nurse working in a specific OR, say she's a neuro nurse and all she does is neuro cases.
Mm-hmm.
Say that she goes to another say that she goes to like an ortho hospital, right? And she does ortho. Say that she goes to, an emergency,
Yeah.
OR and she does all these traumas. she's been learning all these things over the years. She's probably gonna get into a nicer, well-paying, prestigious hospital because she has all these credentials from different places
Yeah.
for different things. So whenever you have a nurse that's just right out of the field, they're gonna get shuffled along. Whereas if you have this experienced veteran of a nurse that has tackled so many different things through the pandemic, for example, just all these other things, her caliber is different.
Mm-hmm.
Her just the way she can present herself and carry herself is different, just because of how much knowledge she soaked up. So like whenever you just said that, I agree so strongly on that, because I see people who can make a profession and make a name for themselves, and they just do it for somebody else.
Yeah, they settle. They
I
got
just
complacent.
don't get
Yeah.
that. Like
They
people who are gifted and like they don't utilize their gifts for themselves, like it's just like it's a waste.
It's too
To
almost.
me,
comfortable.
you let your family down. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like
bro.
you can. It just takes one person to change a generation.
Exactly.
To make
Yeah.
generation. It takes one person.
And
You know what? Let me put my foot down and do this myself. It may suck for the first few years, but it's gonna last me and my family 150 years. So
yeah,
Facts.
and
what
Like,
outweighs?
we were talking about it on the last podcast. I know you haven't peeped it yet, but we were talking about Zoe. Shout out E with Zoe. It's
Hell
like he popped off, got his thing going. It's like that in turn got his two brothers shooting a podcast, doing their own thing, trying to create their own
Yeah.
lane. And we literally sitting here now, like all
Yeah.
that shit for one person.
yeah, like
Just
real
changing the fabric.
yeah, like
Yeah.
realistically, he's in a position to where, if needed, he could supply me, my brother, and my dad could supply us with jobs. He could open up a food truck, restaurant.
Yeah.
Like he's in that position. Like if needed to, he could do something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of what you were talking about, Tyler, like having, like, let's say that nurse that has all so much credentials and experience in all these different fields. It's just you have those people who they just like to stay comfortable. They don't want to like you said, it might suck for a few years. They're gonna be uncomfortable, but hey, that's what you got to do. But
Exactly.
there's those people who, oh fuck it, I'll just keep coming back to this job. I'll just keep
Yep.
moving around. I'll just keep doing the same thing. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid enough. Like, shit, even the job I do now, like, I don't really like. I'm progressing,
Yeah.
but like I'm still like I'm working with people who went to school for this shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm learning this like with no prior knowledge, with nothing about it. But like,
you don't have to go to school to learn how to do a job. Most
yeah,
dude, they're gonna train you on the job anyway. I don't
Yeah, and
understand why
any-
credentials of a fucking college degree matter.
yeah, any job you start at, they're gonna have to train you for how their business runs, regardless. It doesn't matter if you're working at Novant and you go over to Atrium, you're gonna have to know how they run the shit there.
Yep.
So it's like, and the shit I'm doing now, like I always tell those people, like, I'm in this for the money, and I guarantee you that, like, the job I'm in, since people have gone to school for it, and that's what you do. Like, I look at this as like the only way for me to progress and for me to make more money is to just learn the shit. And for me to learn it, I just gotta put the work in. If I gotta do some studying about it, outside of work, I'm gonna do that shit because it's gonna get me the fucking bread. And talk about how young you are, fucking guarantee that I'm gonna be fucking in a higher position, fucking, and they're still gonna be fucking
Working under you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
man.
I'm taking advantage of shit, man. That's all we gotta do. Take
Yeah,
advantage
man.
of everything.
Yeah.
What
Every
is
day.
it? You're tuned in to Group Chat Convos. What just heard? Real, raw conversations,
Oh yeah.
authentic,
Yep.
true conversations. How we like to keep it.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, we could have won another 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
It was an
Yeah.
amazing conversation. Ethan, you were an amazing guest, bro.
Yeah,
I appreciate you
that.
coming
Appreciate
through,
that,
bro.
man.
I appreciate
You know,
that.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
I want to say this. I haven't said this in a while. I'm not gonna lie. To anybody that's watching at this point right now, appreciate you. I feel like
we love you.
Yeah,
I feel like
For real.
feel like I made sure to say that, like, in our early podcast, and then shit just kind of
Yeah.
just kept rolling, But anybody's watching it, shout out to y'all. We appreciate all the
For real.
love on its social media, on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate everything.
Yeah.
You got anything to say?
Shout out Stony Mountain as always.
Oh,
We just try to be 1% better over here every day. Yeah, you guys were tuned in to Group Chat Convos, episode 27.
I want to give a shout out to Stony Mountain, a different perspective podcast, and Eat with Zoe. 1% better every day. We love you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Till next time.